How you doing today? My name's Kirsty, aka Beth Bookish, and on today's video I'm bringing you my August TBR. In an unshocking turn of events, where last month was the first month I have ever completed my TBR and read everything and got all the bonuses, all the rewards and did incredibly, this month I've done the flip side and done nothing. I'm not quite in a full slump again. I have been reading. I've just really not felt in the mood to read all of the books that I set. Even though I want to read them all, I just, every time I pick one of them up, I'm like, I'm just not in the mood for this book right now. I have technically started to. I have the cover here, but I have started The Devils. I have also gotten a quarter of the way through The Reaper, so technically I could move forward 2 spaces, but because I failed the challenge prompt, you know, at the end of the board I have these tokens, I have these cards. This one is the winning one because we have cleared all 3 of the others. But one of the punishments that I have is if I fail to complete the challenge, I have to go and restart that pathway again. So the fact that I've already got to restart, I don't remember which pathway I was doing before, so I can't go any further back on the board. So it just means that I think for the second time since I kickstarted this board and like restarted the board, we are restarting a pathway. Because, yeah. Just my reading has been a little bit slower because obviously in June I read 30 and 30 between manga and books. I kind of burnt out a tiny smidgeroony. Every month, as standard, I roll 5 times and then I get to choose whether or not I would like to add or remove rolls. And then I also have a bit of a slight punishment of for every 3 books I don't read, I have to either add a roll, or for one of those prompts that I roll this month, I have to read 2 books to fulfill it. And so yeah, that means I have 2 of those. I'm not taking the extra rolls because in August, not only have I got the Cliterature-a-thon, I've got 3 sort of vlog reading projects that I will be doing along through the month as well. I don't want to be adding extra rolls. And I'm trading in, I still have 2 lives remaining that I can use for various things. Oh no, I start with 6 rolls, sorry. I'm going to use both of those rolls to bring it to 4. Hopefully it'll be a little bit nicer. Yes, it means that the board will be in play for a little bit longer than I would have preferred before we get to the winning prompt. It also means that because, I need to find it, because I didn't fulfill the dead end prompt, which was a 550 plus page book, that will also be going in. I also want to really let myself mood read as much as possible. So again, if I pick books for this TBR, I'm gonna pick 2 or 3 books per prompt, and I'm not gonna be like set in stone. It's just gonna be as long, I'll give myself a little pile of possibilities. But in terms of my actual reading month, it's free. As long as the book kind of goes with the prompt, I do not care. I want to have a free month to just read what I want. Because even though I've just said about all those different vlogs, I plan on recording and working on those throughout July, August and September. So it's not like I'm cramming everything in. The only thing that I will be doing in August that is specifically for August is the Cliterature-a-thon, but that will have its own separate video and TBR and everything like that. Let's get to the board. Let's see what we're going to roll. We should, unless the dice and luck is extremely prejudiced against me this month. I can't see me rolling the same number 3 times, but you know, weirder things have happened on this channel. So let's just get to the board and see what the fate is going to tell us. Okay, so as always, the board and our prompts and everything is ready to go, and because we're restarting the previous, which was this one, yes it was, I remember, I'm gonna move so we can see the pathway a little bit clearer on the screen, and yeah, so we're going down this pathway and the card is here, so I know if I land on it, I might not, in fact. There is no way that I can even get to it because we're only doing 4 rolls. Let's see if the board is going to be nice. Let's go. Roll number 1. We have an adventurer's log, so we are reflecting through our previous adventures, and today we are looking at a book with the hero's journey structure. So this is it's like got the 3 acts. So you've got a hero who finds out that they're a hero, we have them training and then defeating the big bad, you know, your standard regular vanilla fantasy setting. Roll number 2 was not actually a roll, that literally fell out of my hand. Rolled a 6 anyway. It is a standard regular prompt, and for this we have set during a war with audiobook as the bonus. Oh, these are not kind of going the way that I was hoping. Roll number 3 is a 2. Ooh, we have an adventurer's chest. So in our chest we have some items, because every adventurer ends up with a big bag of crap that they have no use for. So I will draw an item from the box, and then I have to find a book that has something of that item on the cover. And we're gonna go for the first blue one that fell out. We are searching for blue. So it can be a blue item or the cover is blue, but as long as there is something blue on the cover, it counts. That's a really nice one, actually. Thank you. And it seems wrong to only roll 4 times, but our final roll for this round is going to be L1. We made no progress at all on this board, but we avoided all the scary stuff, and we have that's a blank. We have a blank, and we have disability rep with and it's a wild card, so I can get a bonus no matter what. I am going to redraw the first 2. I'm tempted to roll a 5th one and just get one of my lives back. I think I'm going to do that. I will do one final roll just to try and get a little further on the board, but also because I want to give myself as much sort of variety as I can, and I didn't think about that when I was introducing this, so let's just do a 5th roll. A 4. I don't think we've had another 4. So we should finish with one final blank, which is going to be adapted. I mean, that's going to be a manga, but adapted. So any book that I read that has got an adaptation will count, and I'll get a bonus. But as always, I can swap out and redraw. So I'm going to redraw for the Guildhall and set during a war. So I'm going to draw 2 for this one and 1 for this one. So the 2, we have Ilaria Ruins historical setting, or the Blacksmith, which is to read a hardback, or we're going to have a hyped book or series, and graphic novel manga is the bonus. I'm going to swap out set during a war. I will take hyped book or series. This can be hyped to me or to other people. And for this one, I'm going to swap with Blacksmith. So those are our prompts. Let's go pick some books before my card runs out of storage. Okay, so I've got a little pile of things picked out for each one. For hardback, honestly, I am doing a vlog, like I said, and I do try to not include vlog books in my TBR, but going through my hardbacks, there weren't that many that I was like, yeah, I could really pick that up right now. And then I was like, well, I have 3 hardbacks for an upcoming project. So either The Devils by Joe Abercrombie, The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson, or 6 Wild Crowns by Holly Race will be my hardback. For hyped, with the bonus being graphic novel and manga, I mean, there's so many, and these 2 could fit another one as well. But the 2 that I'm currently actually in the process of reading and having a great time with, we have My Hero Academia. I'm about, like, volume 23 is the next one that I need to read. So we have My Hero Academia, that is both very hyped for me, as it is in my top 3 all-time favourites, and it is obviously a graphic novel and manga. And we also have One Piece, which is pretty much the most hyped manga of all time. So you don't get much more hype than this. One of those two I will probably get to. For the chest and a blue book, I have gone with No Life for a Lady. I was going to hold up the hardback, but that is bright yellow, but the cover is very predominantly blue, and this is a historical fiction, and I have just really been in the mood for more historical setting lately. I've really been in the mood for like Regency, Victorian, that kind of vibe. This one's perfect for that. For disability, I've kind of been in a real mood for romance lately, but I'm also in the mood for some comfort rereads. So I've got Get a Life, Chloe Brown, that Levy's just been reading and has discovered the joy of the series. Like, having all of us talking about it is making me really want to reread it. But other options I have are Six of Crows, and a book that I haven't yet read but fills the kind of the romance craving that I've got, which also has blue on the cover, so it would go for blue. But that's Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Lees. And then for adapted or wildcard, like One Piece and My Hero Academia, but I also have Black Butler, I also have Blue Exorcist, that I realised in a recent video I called Soul Eater for some reason. Don't know why I did that. Basically any of my manga, most of them have been adapted, so I'm not going to have any issue finding something for that. So yeah, it's kind of, like I said, I don't know what I want to read, and even when I was trying to pick books, thinking what would I be in the mood to read right now, I was struggling to think of things that I would be in the mood for. I also, for hyped, I've just remembered, I have for like hyped for myself, I have the Psy Changeling series that I'm going to continue reading. But also we have The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers that I want to read. So there's a very mixed pile of possibilities in there. But like I said, it's going to be a mood reading month. So even though I've got the prompts and I've got some ideas, there's no guarantee that those are what I'm going to go for. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know in the comments if you have any specific reading plans, or is there anything you are looking forward to reading in August in particular. In the meantime, I hope you're all good. I hope you're staying safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!